ESPN, the NBA, the Clippers, or whatnot, they all think we're stupid. They really do. They released this article yesterday, and it's talking about how the NBA, there's no evidence that Ballmer funneled money to Kawhi via the sponsors that Pablo Torre talked about in the last year. You look at who wrote the article, it seems like a collaboration of multiple people. Don Van Natta Jr., Baxter Holmes, Ramona Shelburne. Hey, we know Ramona. She works in LA-based reporting. Seems like she's carrying water for a lot of these Lakers, Clippers, owners.
On Wednesday, podcaster Pablo Torre.
Guys, he's a podcaster, and guess what? We're real journalists here at ESPN. We're going to talk to Steve Ballmer and let him just say the most outlandish things to try to cover himself here. Baxter Holmes, I think, also is based in LA, reports seemingly a lot of very juicy stuff in terms of investigations that happen around sports. It seems like he's more legit, but at the same time, it's ESPN. It's hard for me to attribute legitimacy to a lot of these folks here. This guy, Don Van Natta, I'm not sure who he is, but apparently he's also a legitimate journalist. Seems like he's worked on a lot of things. But look, again, this is a collaborative work. So I'm focusing in on, the last two names here, especially the last one, because let's be honest with ourselves. Very fishy stuff.
Does that open up the possibility that Kawhi Leonard could be on the Clippers to start the season?
Yes. I mean,
usually here on ESPN, but only speaking from the Clippers' vantage point.
I can see a world in which Kawhi Leonard is back on the Clippers if this trade doesn't go through, and the Clippers, quite frankly, are fine with that.
Yeah.
Now, they.
Oh, how convenient. So the Clippers are fine with that. Well, of course they are, but even though they're the ones that made the trade initially. And she even says later, yeah, it was made. The trade was made because they didn't want to pay him. What do you think is going to happen then?
This one on the chin, which is what the Clippers walked into here.
And to do it in the middle of a road trip overnight. Like 3 a.m.
These
like
are
when
smart
that guy
guys.
moved.
Yeah,
when that guy.
It's so transparent. The amount of apologia that this woman has done for these teams, bro, especially the Clippers in recent years, bro. It's disgusting.
These are smart guys. They got smart guys in that front office. They have Lee Jenkins as, they're in that office. He's a brilliant writer. Like everybody knows how this is going to play. They know they're walking into a bad situation. Lawrence Frank's been in the league forever. Trent Redden's been in the league forever. Like they have a very good front office.
Any situation that has them looking bad, she's always there to try to say, oh, these dudes are smart. I mean, these dudes, they know what they're doing. Like, trust me.
They have a very good front office. So, like, what you're about to do.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I know
that the Clippers have this great front office. Based on what?
I mean, I don't know. I think they're smart in how they read it.
Well, they can be as smart as they want. They lose all the time.
Yeah.
They just lose. Screw up Blake Griffin. Screw up Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Screw up everything. You are an apologist for the Clippers, and you're not the only one.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the media is in love with that front office.
Well, look, I could name you 128 billion. Oh, sorry, 26. I can't. I got to be accurate here. 26 billion, apparently. Reasons as to why people love him. This guy is the richest owner in American sports. Of course they love him. They want his bread. And apparently, he's only been getting richer in recent years. The very tight-knit small billionaire club that there is, they just want a part of it. They want a little piece. Give me a little snibble, a little crumble of it. But anyway, let's get back to more serious matters. ESPN, they released this article yesterday, and then the hub happens a couple hours later when the NBA gets word of this and put out a statement to try to diffuse the mess that is being caused here. NBA Chief Communications Officer Mike Bass issued the following statement. Basically, they're talking about the ESPN article regarding the LA Clippers investigation for which the NBA declined to cooperate. Contains numerous and significant inaccuracies. Bro, what are we doing, bro? This is just making it more messy. Just when we thought this thing was gonna end, the NBA said, hey, not so fast. We want this to drag on for more and more years. I'll be honest with you, folks. There's a reason why I have been uploading update videos about this topic. As a matter of fact, the last week, I don't think I've uploaded a single video. This is the worst part of the off season, really, in terms of news. But it's because this update, quote unquote, this article it's not even based on something that happened recently. It's more so based on findings that apparently the NBA told the Clippers back in late July. There seems to be a lot of backstage negotiations happening. This is the big paragraph here that, seems to be burying a lot of the lead here. The first sentence here, the league presented initial findings of its investigation led by law firm yada yada to the Clippers in late July, according to multiple people familiar with the matter. This is where, bro, I'm over this whole fucking investigation. This is a farce. In recent days, both sides have been negotiating a resolution to the investigation. What do you mean? Both sides? Bro, just hand out the verdict and we'll see where things go from there. Why the hell are we now making backstage negotiations? This is basically what this is. This is the NBA behind the scenes go to the Clippers, bro. Look, we got to work something out here, bro. Like, what is happening? What is going on? Hey, let me keep reading this. Those talks led by the attorneys for Ballmer and the attorneys for the NBA General Counsel Rick Birchinen at times have been spirited. Bro, Mr. Ballmer here, you're not slick, bro. You're not slick. The Clippers, you're not slick. This seems to be a play from the Clippers to leak this to Ramona Shelburne and others at ESPN. They even tagged Sharanya's name into this article, right? When they tweeted about this. They tag these dudes. They say, hey, the Clippers, there's no evidence pinning this on Ballmer. How the hell did ESPN get wind of this? Well, apparently it's based on what the NBA told the Clippers in July. The NBA is disputing this. So it's not the NBA that told ESPN. It's the Clippers probably, right? The Clippers most likely told, like somebody in LA told them about this, and now they're trying to put more pressure on the NBA, just like Pablo has been putting more pressure on the NBA in recent weeks to get this show under wraps, bro. We got to get to a resolution. The NBA seems to be dragging their feet because they know they're dealing with a can of worms that they don't want to open up with Steve Ballmer, the billionaire, $126 billion, according to Forbes' recent estimates. I don't even know how much of that is true, but look, let's be honest with ourselves. This guy's rich. Not just that, he's like the top 15 richest man in the world. You don't want to upset that. You don't want that guy to be mad at you. Oh no, what will we do if the richest man in American sports gets mad at me? Bro, I can't lie, this offseason has been so fucking annoying. Obviously, I'm a Raptors fan, so I'm annoyed that this thing is dragging on. Because for all I know, this team could have been assembled where we could have made more trades. But now, we got to wait till this thing is resolved. And I'm not even sure if the Raptors have any other options left. In that same article from ESPN, they even talk about, from Kawhi's vantage point, apparently there's not even going to be a suspension on the table. It's probably just going to be him paying fines. Kawhi basically denying any involvement. Seems like the conversations around potential consequences for him have been centered on him paying restitution for the potential improper benefits from the Clippers, such as travel and lodging for his representative and uncle Dennis Robertson. So it seems like Kawhi will just get hit with a fine. So then, what the fuck are we waiting for? This all hinges on not making, big old billionaire Steve Ballmer unhappy. They don't want him to be too mad, bro. They just don't, bro. The NBA now has a mess on their hands because this is news that people were talking about all day yesterday. And now, oh man, there's more pressure on them resolving this, especially now that Steve Ballmer and company seems to have put the hit on the NBA saying, hey, man, y'all already told us there's no evidence. What the fuck is taking so long in getting this resolved? It's a messy situation. I don't want to do an update video if another quote-unquote article comes out that's like hinting at the same thing for Kawhi where, oh, man, the NBA told Kawhi that there's nothing else that will be hit. But yeah, another day that ends with Y of Adam Silver, commissioner of the NBA, being stupid, being a scaredy cat, being a coward, a loser. Look, this guy is scared. He's scared shitless. He doesn't know what to do. So he's waiting it out. He's dragging his feet. We need basketball back as soon as possible, bro. This offseason needs to end, bro. All right, peace out, bro.